Hey Frank, just want to start with a quick thing on AD. He said that the groin aggravated a little bit, but he's sitting on the floor. Obviously, the whole thing. We'll wait to see how it feels tomorrow. But just wondered what you have from the medical staff on that.
Yeah, just that it was tight and that he could continue. He wanted to continue, and we'll just see how it responds overnight in terms of his availability for tomorrow.
And then Frank, I'm supposed to get Big Caruso into this question, but we've been talking a lot about lack of playmaking. How did you guys find enough to get a win in this case, and maybe specifically related to Taylor Horton-Tucker?
Yeah, well, it wasn't pretty certainly on a lot of possessions, and we got to do a better job, even without point guards out there. Being organized and getting what we want. But I'm proud of our guys for overcoming. Another loss to the same position is it's difficult to overcome. Taylor Horton-Tucker really stepped up. He had a young player type of night. With a lot of good play, bad play situations, in particular down the stretch. And I love that he just kept his poise. He didn't get down on himself. He remained confident. He got picked by Derrick Rose, late in the game, and then comes back in the next possession and bombs a step back three to win the game. So I think that tells you a little bit about him. I think it's worth noting that, Derrick Rose is probably his favorite player growing up. Coming from the Chicago area, same high school, someone he really looks up to. So to see him have that type of moment, super happy for him.
Yeah, and Frank, you just alluded to it. It tells us something about him. But what do you think it says about Taylor?
Well, he's got big guts, right? Let's just say that, big guts, and he showed that with that shot.
Dan?
Frank, you've kind of said that you wanted this team to have that, toughest guy in the fight sort of attitude, night in, night out, and for a stretch there you guys have lost it. Is that maybe the most encouraging thing you've seen kind of on this ramp up to the playoffs, that you guys are winning games, 93 points against Denver, I think, 101 only tonight in an overtime, that knowing kind of the offensive firepower that's going to eventually come back, that you guys have kind of recaptured that part of yourself?
Well, one of the most important parts of our identity is being a team that wins the war in the trenches, that defends and rebounds. If you defend and rebound in this league, you're going to win more nights than you're not. And sometimes the offense is, is going to be ugly. When you have guys out like it was tonight. But if you defend and rebound, you give yourself a chance. So I'm happy with the defensive side of those types of performances, but we certainly have to be better. Trying to figure out how to play without playmakers. It's just been a challenge, and we were getting better at it. I think that the last three games, took a step back in some possessions, and a lot of reasons because we lose Alex in the first quarter. But we overcame adversity and we beat a really good team. So just proud of our guys.
Kyle?
Frank, you've had that mantra you had the mantra for a long time before the injuries of not having two losses in a row. This is your first consecutive wins in a row since March. What does that momentum mean to this team that, a lot of these guys from this group have been so used to winning before this stretch of all these injuries?
Well, it feels good to win two in a row. I can tell you that much for all of us. We actually that road trip where we were in East Coast, we talked about that just about every time we lost, every time we won a game. Like we haven't won two in a row in a while, and obviously we hit that stretch where we lost 8 out of 10. So it's been a challenging time for all of us, but we've remained together. We're confident in what we can accomplish, come playoff time. Hopefully we can get there healthy.
Bill?
Hey Frank, 7 away from tonight's game. The banner's going to go up tomorrow night, and I'm wondering, it's been 7 months since the bubble ended, and you've got a long road ahead of you with in your bid to repeat. But what do you think that moment will be like? And with all that's going on, do you think you'll be able to savor that? And how will that be special for you?
Well, obviously, it's a great source of pride for me personally, and for our whole group, our staff, our players, our coaches, ownership, our whole front office, everybody's super proud of what we were able to accomplish last year. And this moment with the banner is really about the fans. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be a special moment for us. But when we had the ring ceremony, there was no fans in the building. You know what I mean? And we purposely postponed this till the end of the year so that our fans could celebrate this. We haven't had a parade. They weren't there for the ring ceremony. So for us to be able to raise that banner with some fans in the building is very special. And that moment is going to go to them. And it's there for them, the fans.
Last two, Dave,
Frank, since this team, or the core of this team was put together 2 years ago, there's been so many moments where it's been LeBron or AD to bail you out of situations, kind of lead the way. What do you think it does for the collective confidence of the group to have big plays down the stretch by Wes Matthews with the putback or Talon with the go-ahead three?
Well, the thing we talk about being all the time is being a team first team. That everybody matters. Everybody's got to stay ready. I think that's never been more true than over the last couple weeks. Where guys are called upon where they weren't expecting it, and they come in and step up. And I think Wes Matthews was huge in the last 2 games. Not just on that offensive rebound and sent it to overtime and saved the win for us. But just speaks to our identity that every player matters, every player is important, and we're going to need everyone.
last question, Jovan.
Hey Frank, you guys are 5-1 in overtimes this season. I'm curious what trends you've seen in terms of your late game strategy and success, and does that translate potentially to the playoffs where you're going to have kind of overtime stretched over a 7-game series?
Yeah, it's tough to say what causes the trend. I just know our guys. We defend and rebound. And we got guys on this team, even with the players we have out. That make big plays down the stretch, and I think you saw that tonight with Wes Matthews and Talon Horton-Tucker making the 2 biggest plays with Talon's 3 and Wes's offensive putback. And obviously, defending and rebounding, giving yourselves a chance down the stretch.